Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Create Your Own Reality podcast, where we share stories and practical tips to help you level up your mindset, reconnect with your purpose, and boost your confidence. If this is your first time listening to the show, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you're able to take something from this episode to turn your day from good to great. Let's get into it. If you're not familiar already, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Now, I don't know about you, but mental health is something that's really important to me, and it's something that I try to prioritize on a daily basis. Whether or not I contribute to things for my mental health every single day very much depends on the specific day itself, but even if it doesn't fit into my daily routine, I definitely make it part of my weekly routine. When it comes to taking care of your mental health, I wouldn't right off the bat say there are positive or negative ways to do it. However, I would say things that lean more towards that negative side are, of course, just overconsumption of alcohol or maybe drug use or any of those things that, could put you or others in harm's way. That may definitely lead towards that negative or wrong side of things. However, everything in moderation, as long as it's helping you in a positive way, is never a bad thing. But on that same note, there are also many other ways that you can make sure that you're taking care of your mental health, whether that be on a daily basis or a weekly basis. I will give you guys a few ways that I implement in my own life to help me take care of my own mental health and just make me feel better, again, on a daily or weekly basis. So some of those things include just getting outside, taking a walk. I do have a dog, so that helps with that. Have to walk her in the morning and at night. So that definitely, honestly, helps get my day started. I know how hard it can be to get out of bed sometimes, especially if you really just need some rest. But once I get outside, take that morning walk, it really does help my day get started in a better way. So if that's not something you already do, maybe try to make some time for that in the morning. Even if it's just a 10-minute walk, just setting your alarm a few minutes earlier, waking up, getting outside, just getting that fresh air, allowing the sun to kind of hit your face, really does help wake you up in a little bit more of a positive way in the morning. Also, the next thing may very much depend on your preference. I kind of go back and forth between the two, but listening to a podcast or listening to your favorite playlist, they are both very easy ways to kind of help your mindset, get you in a little bit of a better headspace to move forward in your day or, of course, in your week as well. For me, if I really need some inspiration, if I'm feeling really down, I need some ideas or just to hear from other people in my industry, podcast is definitely the way to go. It will help me get out of a slump a little bit. Again, if I just need some ideas or motivation towards anything I'm working on, that is always a big help. However, if I just want to feel, a little uplifted, just get in a better mood, music is always something that has been really healing for me. Always a go-to if I'm feeling down. Of course, there are so many different types of music out there, and I definitely have a playlist for, every single mood, just depending on what I may need that day. I would say those are really like the big ones for me that definitely play into my daily routine. However, when it comes to, really helping on more of a weekly basis, I am very invested in just always learning, keeping my mind sharp, keeping my skills updated. So that really comes down to just taking courses and even, again, just going back to podcasts, really making sure that I am continuing to either strengthen my skills or learn new things. That is something that's really important to me. If that's, different for you, that's totally fine. That might not be on your list, which again is totally okay. But that is a big one for me. I would say, as well as journaling. It's something that I'm not as consistent with as I would like to be, but it really does help get all of your thoughts out, whether you do just a whole brain dump journal kind of session, or in my weekly planner, I tend to jot down just little things that happen throughout the day to kind of, one, just help me remember how my month went when I look back and do my little reflection every month, and two, just to kind of jot down those significant things that happen in that day if I don't have time to do like a full journaling session. And also, reading is a big thing that helps me as well. I tend to have like a fiction book and a self-help or, personal development book kind of going at the same time. So just depending on, the amount of time that I have to read or what mood that I'm in at the moment, I'll definitely pick up one of those books to just help put me in a better mood. Of course, if you're just looking for something a little fun to just brighten up the day a little bit, definitely recommend a fiction book, unless it's something that's on the darker side, then, that could be a little different. It could definitely put your head in a different space, but of course, again, that is something that'll vary for everybody. Everybody's reading tastes are going to be different as well. For me right now, I'm reading a little bit of a mystery. It's a little bit of a thriller as well. I mean, depending on kind of where it goes, I'm halfway through right now. It's been really interesting. I have been really behind on my personal development book that I've been reading this month. Whenever I get into that, I really like to take notes and just take the time to get that information in my brain, really digest what they're trying to bring. It has been a pretty chaotic month for me, so I definitely haven't been able to spend as much time on that personal development book as I would have liked, but that's okay. Of course, filling that time in with other things as I need it has been more important, and that book will still be there when I'm able to get to it. I would say the last big thing for me that really helps with my mental health, that has always been super important, is just some kind of physical activity. Growing up, I danced my entire life, so that was always there for me. That was something that always helped put me in a more positive mood. Just getting to move my body, and of course, having that music element as well was something that was always really important to me. Now, as I am, finalizing finishing up my Pilates instructor certification, been really trying to get into a lot more classes, taking classes, of course teaching as well, but just rounding out that knowledge, and that is really helping with my mood on a daily basis. Definitely get into class earlier in the morning just because of my schedule, but I feel that even that alone, even though sometimes it is very difficult to wake up that early in the morning, definitely sets the tone for the rest of my day. It really does give me a lot more quote unquote time in my day, which I know is not a real thing, but of course, the earlier you wake up, the earlier you start your day, the more time you feel that you have throughout the day. So, honestly, even that, just waking up a little bit earlier in your day, can be really, really helpful. It's not going to be easy at first. It's definitely going to feel really weird, especially if you're not a morning person. I'm not really sure if I am or not. It definitely goes back and forth. But yeah, just you giving yourself that time in the morning before anybody else really wakes up to just spend some time working on those things to really help your mental health, to help your mindset, get you started, get you ready for the day, can really, really make a big impact on your day, but also just how the rest of the week goes. So I really encourage you to make a list of things of your own that really help put you in a better headspace, that really help your mental health, that help that little dopamine boost outside of doom scrolling and social media. If you are in content creation, of course, scrolling and getting inspiration is going to be a little bit necessary, but doom scrolling and just scrolling unintentionally is not the best form of dopamine. So really try to make a list for yourself of things that you can definitely implement within your day as easy dopamine boosts, as well as things that you can make a part of your week that maybe take a little bit more time that you may not be able to do on a daily basis to help boost that dopamine as well. But would love to hear your guys' ideas as well of things that really help boost your dopamine, help your mindset and your mental health, leave them down in the comments below. We'd love to see what we can come up with as a collective. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you liked this episode, please be sure to leave a review and share it with a friend. Comment down below to share your takeaways with others and join the email list from the link in the show notes. Until next time, stay motivated, be inspired, and don't forget to encourage others.